Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Constantine and his killer searching. So, I get where y'all going at with this. I understand Constantine happened to get lucky searching for gold, Victor Gold. And now, do you feel any better at this point, Constantine? That's all I want to know. Because basically, this all about you. You want the truth. You finally got the truth. Can you handle it? And now you want to talk about some revenge on Steve and John when Steve already told you this was Victor and Stefano doing. They just happened to get hypnotized. Well, John happened to be a robot at the time and happened to, your daughter was an innocent bystander. I just want to know why Steve and John so weak to him, and I just want to know why y'all allowing him to pick y'all brains like this. It's just one-sided to me. It's just like y'all giving this man everything he want, and y'all just sitting there like idle fools giving it to him. He already got John under a trance. Look like he got Steve under one too. And basically y'all just telling that man y'all whole life story at this point. This is why I can't get down with this storyline, because it seems like it's one-sided and it's all leaning towards Constantine and the truth. What happened in the past happened in the past. John and Steve, they prayed about it, did their little one-twos about it, they able to live with it. I guess Constantine is not. And I'm also guessing that this is going to open a whole lot of trouble for Steve and John. Even though Steve and John, this is going to put a crack in their relationship. You already see how John reacted when he found out that Steve was basically telling on him that, once upon a time this happened. John was this. John, had a little accident. So, I just want to know what's the end game for this. Especially for Constantine. You finally got your killers, I guess. You should be happy. Now you looking for revenge, which is not going to go your way in the first place. You might be going looking for this revenge, but trust and believe, you better ask Salome and her brother what getting revenge got them. Salome still ain't been the same since that happened to her. Her brother locked up because of what he did. So Constantine, while you talking about some revenge, you better hope and pray that you live to get some revenge or seek revenge. And I just want to know if John and Steve gonna sit there like dummies and let it happen. That's all I want to know at this point, because it's obvious this man is winning. Like I said, ever since this man then put John under a trance and looked like Steve under one, it just seemed like this man wanted the truth. He got it. He happened to be lucky enough to. It's just like everything falling in his favor. It seemed like Constantine for to get everything he want. Steve and John, suffering through the man. So I don't know how I feel about this storyline. It's just like it's out of whack. Yeah, we can use a fresh storyline, but can John and Steve at least find some get back or some fight back? Why does it seem like every time Constantine run into them, he winning? Why haven't one of them socked the hell out of him yet? Why haven't one of them forced him out of town yet? Why haven't one blackmailed him out of town yet? Hurt him a little bit, twist his arm, do something to him. Y'all just sitting there like y'all little kids and he y'all daddy and y'all just sitting there taking it. And I don't know how I feel about that, knowing how Steve and John is and knowing who they are. And y'all just sitting there letting this man control y'all like puppets. And he just moving the screens around and y'all just throwing y'all arms up in the air like puppets because he moving the screens around. I just can't get it. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this storyline. It's just like, yeah, something new, something fresh. We got a little bit more history on John, but does it seem like it's one-sided, or does it seem like it's just me with the whole one-sided? Yeah, I understand the man want the truth. Who wouldn't want the truth with their daughters dead? But it just seems like it's it just was a win for Constantine, and I don't kind of like that, the way he came into town, the way he using Maggie. It just like he winning right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Speaking of John and Marlene and them, Tay, like I said before, it's gonna get bad before it get worse for you. You managed to escape the, breaking and entering charges that what you was facing thanks to EJ, and EJ gonna make your life a living hell. Yeah, he might have not got away with you breaking and entering in his house, but trust and believe, he ain't gonna let loose of your neck quite yet. And I just don't understand Nicole. Like, Nicole, you normally used to stand up to EJ or fight back with EJ. It's just like you're letting EJ have his way, and I don't understand why. You already know Tate have no bearings or no responsibility with those drugs. It's just like you sitting back out of letting EJ do everything. He called the cops, you called Brady. Besides calling Brady and stopping EJ for calling the cops, you allowed to happen. Like that was supposed to do something. You telling EJ the story doesn't sound right, something not working, something not clicking, there's more to this story. And it seems like EJ and his newfound power, you're just letting him have fun at this point. Your daughter had a whole faint accident in the room arguing with EJ, and you still let it happen. So I'm not understanding, Nicole, why you letting EJ have his will at Tay for his sick satisfaction, and you're not trying to stop EJ. If this was the old Nicole, you would be trying to stop EJ and tell EJ to sit his ass down somewhere. You just letting him go away, run rapid, run crazy just cause he can. And it just seems like you're not doing enough for me, Nicole. We didn't give you a pass with Nicole. For Holly overdosing, doing pills and all that. We didn't give you a pass. But it seems like you just sitting back, laying back, and letting EJ do whatever the hell he want to. And I don't know this Nicole. Like, you seeing the story not adding up. You seeing everything not making any sense. You just sitting there allowing it to happen. While you calling Brady, you should have been snatching the phone away from EJ and telling him to calm down and sit down somewhere. You just a stepdad. This is my daughter. Sit down somewhere. And she say he didn't break and entering. He didn't break and entering. He didn't break into the house. So why are you trying to push this and trying to get this one even more trouble than he is? You even said that the boy's a good kid. He might have had some accidents. Hell, I even did worse when I was Tate age. And it seemed like you're just letting it happen. So I don't get you, Nicole, at this point. And like I said, Tate, just hold on. Hopefully this won't ruin your life. But with EJ to him and Nicole ain't trying to stop him or tell him to sit his behind down somewhere, yeah, it's gonna get a whole lot worse. You see where he already ended up getting beat up, then happened to get out thanks to a judge that said, yeah, that's too extreme, let's take him out of there and put him into a drug rehab place, something like that. So it's gonna get a whole lot worse for Tay, and EJ is gonna run rampant. And EJ, why you calling yourself trying to defend Stephen? There's no defending Stephen. If that man say he shot, as Harris say Stephen shot him, he shot him. Anybody else would believe that. Of course you wouldn't believe it, because you trying to get your brother out of less trouble as possible. So we already know you biased, but that's gonna be enough. And plus there's cameras around, so keep on trying to defend him and get yourself in trouble also. You done got everything you wanted, but yet you still trying to defend your brother. Go right on ahead, EJ, I guess. But yeah, that's not gonna that is not gonna go the way you want it to go neither. So you might well just give up this position at this point. Ava and your little plan that didn't work at all for you, being hemmed up to the airport sign, and Clyde and his woman gone off in the sunset. Yeah, I hope you didn't think that plan was gonna work. Like I said in the last video, too many chefs in the kitchen trying to cook at the same time, walking and running all over each other, trying to cook all over each other. That was not gonna work. One person should have been involved and one person only, and that was John and Steve. Here come Ava and her goons, and look what happened to her. And apparently they wasn't good goons for the mob, because they let John and Steve just escape freely with no gunshots or nothing. So apparently they wasn't that good anyways. But I am happy and glad that they found Wendy and Tripp without a pulse. But they had to, do some CPR on them, and I'm glad, they woken up walking and talking, and not gone thanks to Clyde and thanks to Ava and her plan that wasted a whole lot of time that shouldn't have been wasted. Paulina, Lonnie, Eli. So Eli finna get pushed all over every state basically, and over the country basically. We're never gonna get Lonnie full time at this point, and I guess we should be okay with it. I guess. I don't know how he getting these high paying positions and jobs, but okay. Eli is not that bright to be having no type of jobs like that, but I guess they know what they're doing, and I guess I only see when they have him playing foolish and not smart on the storyline. So if y'all say he's suitable for him, and you know what, give it to him. It just sucks that Lonnie got to be pushed back to DC with the kids. Paulina, she up and alive and kicking, and that whole Lexi thing. What was that? Basically, Lexi giving Paulina a second chance, and then all of a sudden, Abe get his memory back. That whole Lexi scene with Abe and Paulina was, I don't know what to say about it. It was kind of, an eye-opener moment, but what was that? Her telling Abe to believe and keep believing, and Paulina wakes up all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden he get his memory back in the same process. I guess for the most part it was, a good storyline all of a sudden, because Abe got his memory back. Paulina's still alive and kicking. She gonna be fine. She might still need a heart transplant, so we gonna see how that's gonna go. And Johnny and Chanel going to the Horton cabin for their honeymoon. Why do I got a feeling Clyde sitting up there waiting on them to come? Y'all know Clyde ain't gone too far away from Salem. The Horton cabin, a lot of stuff happened there. We already know how many crimes didn't happen at the Horton cabin. How many times had the Horton cabin got caught on fire? How many times? So why do I got a feeling Clyde sitting there waiting on them, and that's where he at? He's somewhere like a cockroach, so I'm pretty sure he probably there at the Horton cabin waiting for them to come in, for he can hold them hostage and try to use them as blackmail for he can get out of town. And think about it, that'll be the EJ and the Demira beef all over again. So basically if he is there and they get him, he got the governor right there holding Chanel hostage. He got the Demiras right there with money. He gonna be gone. Clyde gonna be a light in the sky. If he get that connect, he is gone. He got the Demiras plus the governor, and both of them money. Y'all ain't gonna never see Clyde again. Y'all gonna be looking and wondering where the hell Clyde is, and y'all ain't gonna never see him again. So good luck with that. But yeah, that's about it. Minus the Constantine stuff and that mess. And trying to think what else happened besides the Tate and Holly stuff and the EJ mess. And EJ gonna continue being his EJ self. I don't see him slowing down no time soon. And what's her name? Julie getting getting the house refurbished again, and getting refurbished, repaired, rebuilt again. The damaged part. So that's good for the Hortons, that the house wasn't too damaged, and they finna get that fixed all over again. Other than that, that's not really nothing that happened that much this week. So anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.